Guys, so this is my video. I want to talk about this. This is my third time recording this, so it's been tough. No, I haven't cried. Maybe I should cry, but I haven't cried. This is arguably one of the toughest things I have to do. I did a video talk about Kevin Conroy 2 years ago, and that was tough because I met Kevin Conroy and he was part of my childhood. And this is another one part of my childhood. And like they say, the older you get, a lot of things in your childhood will slowly but surely fade. Never forgotten, but fade away. And they have never lied. I'm in my 30s now, and I'm starting to see a lot of stuff that people created, people I admire, people that, and they start slowly but surely fading away. But it's never a bad thing. It's just sometimes it's life. And this is another one. News broke last night. I have to thank Master Media for posting it on his page, community thread. Akira Toriyama passed away. I think he passed on the 1st, but we got the announcement, I think last night, so around the 4th or something like that. I'm not too sure. And yeah, this really hit home. Akira Toriyama. If you talk about names in pop culture, and what he created is arguably one of the most biggest franchises in anime/manga history. Without Dragon Ball, there would be no anime popularity in the West. Without Dragon Ball, I don't think Cartoon Network would still be around. Without Dragon Ball, I don't really think the anime boom period we had would have been as big as it was in the early 2000s. Dragon Ball did a lot for a lot of people. And it hurts to hear news that the creator has passed. Akira Toriyama is a pioneer in his own genre, but not just a pioneer in his genre, but all over the world, showing that you have something to create, keep creating it, keep following through with it, give it the time. People will support it, get the right people, have the backing, and, he proved that perseverance and your story will still be told. Just keep on moving it. Because he stuck with Dragon Ball. He didn't move on. Like some people would say, oh, Dragon Ball. Well, I have to remember, too, Dragon Ball was popular in Japan. It's a little bit different here in the West. If he did it in the West, I think he had to move on. But in Japan, it was popular. Not enough to the level that it wasn't popular enough until Dragon Ball Z came out. But it was popular in Japan, where he could continue the story. And then it just became a global phenomenon once Toonami and Cartoon Network did what they did with that. Promote promos and stuff like that. But from the article that came out, he had a blood clot, I believe. And I think at this time they just want us to keep them in prayers and stuff like that. I'm going to put the article in the description box below. You guys can go check it out. I'm not going to read it verbatim. I mean, it's out there anyway. You can read it. I'm just going to tell you how I got into Dragon Ball. So I'm just going to make Dragon Ball quick. I didn't get into Dragon Ball until after Z. Just Z got popular. Toonami aired Dragon Ball, but I didn't finish Dragon Ball in its entirety until maybe 2008 or 9, till I saw it online. But Dragon Ball Z, I saw that in its whole entirety on TV, and I'll tell you how I got into that. So I think I was watching the episode. I saw the Ocean dub where Goku was taking on Radish and Piccolo. No, taking on Radish. Him and Piccolo were taking on Radish. I saw the part when Piccolo hit a special beam cannon through Goku and Radish. This is the Ocean dub, so they ate the crap out of it. I didn't understand it until I saw it on the floor with a hole in it. I was like, oh, shoot. And then it made sense to me. It still took me a minute to get into it because I came into the tail end, so I missed that whole fight. So I kept watching it. Didn't know there were like continuation episodes. Never seen that before. So I thought this was a new cartoon. I was like, oh, they got some new animation style. This is great. Not knowing this is just anime. Didn't know at the time. So I kept watching it. What won me over is when when the Saiyans came. Seeing the Saiyans do all what they did, Nappa powering up the way he did. But what really got me to that, okay, this is it. This is new shit, and this is what I'm going to watch, was when Vegeta took on Goku. And it wasn't even the fight between them. It was the after fight. It's when Goku took on Vegeta in the Saiyan form, but it's when they cut off his tail. And then once Goku gave Krillin the Spirit Bomb, gave to him, so throw at Vegeta. Once the Spirit Bomb was done, Vegeta came out of that, one eye, still whooping ass. And that's the one thing I liked about it, because Vegeta kept going. He was like a machine. The little man had more energy than I thought, and that's when I said, "Okay, this is it. This is the shit for me." I had to watch this episode every day. I couldn't miss it, and I wasn't the only one. I went to school and said, "Oh man, I gotta go home." So wow, I gotta watch Dragon Ball. He said, "Dragon Ball Z." I said, "Yeah." We were just talking at school, and my friends were like, "Yo, this is the shit." Like, yo. It was just so phenomenal how people would just gravitate towards. It didn't matter if you were white, black. It was very popular among the black community. I didn't know how popular it was until I would talk to my people, and they were like, "Yo, yeah, Dragon Ball." Because my cousin, he was out of high school at the time, and he was like, "Yo," and I said, "Yo, what, you got VHS tapes of Dragon Ball?" He said, "Yeah, Z." I said, "Yo, I said, "Oh, talk about Tsunami." He said, "Yeah." It was blowing up. Even people who were higher, it was just. Y'all had to be around. That was just most of y'all have been around, but my younger subscribers, it was something. It was something back in the day. So yeah, it was one of those things where it was like it was a phenomenal, and everybody watched it. I know a lot of people kind of tailed off of it after the Cell saga because they took a big ass break because Funimation had to do the dubs for the Boo saga. I kind of went off of it too, but when I heard they had new episodes, I said, "Oh, okay," and I got back into it. Safely though, I have to say, this was my first anime, and I thank Akira Toriyama for that. I really thank him for getting me to not just into Dragon Ball, but the world of anime. Without him, I wouldn't know all these other animes, and I didn't know there was so much anime out there until Dragon Ball Z. Because I remember I went to my anime list, and I put a Dragon Ball because that's the only anime I kind of knew. I knew Gundam Wing, but I kind of forgot about it. And I knew the Blue Submarine 6. I forgot about it. But the one that comes to mind is Dragon Ball. And then I saw all this list of other anime. I said, whoa, wait a minute. They're like Dragon Ball Z and everything like that, and sure enough. I did see Naruto and I did see Bleach. I think Bleach won me more over than Naruto did at the time when I was younger. Now it's kind of like iffy with it because I can watch Naruto, but I had to stop because once they get rid of Madara, that's when I end it because I do not care for Naruto afterwards. After that, Bleach though it came back and did pretty well. So yeah, with the 1,000-year Blood War arc, which is doing great right now. But yeah, I mean. Without Akira Toriyama, there's a lot of folks wouldn't have got into anime. And without him, I don't think a lot of people would understand the great genre that is shonen. I mean, this man is a pioneer in his own right. He's done it all. It's sad. I got this gift to say goodbye, friends. I think it's poetic. This is goodbye for now, but not forever. We'll see him again. I do think we'll see him again. If y'all believe in that type of stuff. But I do believe we'll see him again. And as long as he's not suffering, that's all I have to say. And I'm happy that he's at peace. Because we don't know. Because if he had, they said it was a blood clot, but there's always more complications where he has been suffering for a while. And, we don't know. I don't think he's going to disclose that information. But if he was, then I'm happy he's not suffering anymore. So. As always, guys, like, subscribe. Peace. Have a Johnson day. I've tried to kind of give y'all a little story to kind of lift y'all up a little bit and tell you how I got into it. I just don't want to end on a sad note. But yeah, this is tough. This is probably one of the hardest videos I have to do. I've been doing a lot of hard videos the last several years because it's just like they say, your childhood start vanishing before your eyes. As soon as you get to a certain age, that age of 30 in the 40 bracket, that's when the things you cherish the most, the things that was part of your childhood, start vanishing because again, it catch up to you, So as always, peace. Have a Johnson day. I'll see you guys next video and peace.